I think I've got 5 pops then. So hi guys, and welcome to Car Focus. Now today I am driving a brand new Ford Focus RS edition in nitrous blue. Now thanks to TC Harrison Ford, they've invited me up to Derby, to their Ford store, to try this demo car of theirs out for the day, and just to convey my thoughts to you guys, and also to compare it to my standard Focus RS, which I have in stealth grey. Now, the RS edition, there are 300 race red versions and 500 nitrous blue versions coming to the UK, so I'm led to believe. And they have sold out the allocation in the UK already. Now, that's usually the way with limited edition fast forwards. They are normally very sought after, and there's a very loyal following. One good thing about that is the residual value. Residuals normally stay high on limited edition Fords. They normally stay high on the standard RS models, so limited edition versions do tend to command a premium further down the line, so it could be somewhat of an investment if you wanted to buy one of these cars. So the RS edition is finished in nitrous blue, well this version is, comes with the 19-inch alloy wheels, the standard alloy wheels, however they're sprayed in anthracite grey, and they do actually go quite nicely with the nitrous blue paintwork. On the standard versions, when they're sprayed silver, they don't look quite as special, but in anthracite they do look quite nice. And it makes a bit of a change from the forged alloy wheels, which the majority of nitrous blue cars have these days anyway. See, that's one of the cosmetic features. Externally also you get black wing mirror caps wrapped in a matte black. You get a matte black roof, and you also get a matte black spoiler with the blue RS inserts, which go very well against the black. I have them on my stealth grey, but I had to buy them separately from a separate company. But these come standard with the car. So that's pretty much the sort of standard external features you get with the edition. Nitrous blue paint, obviously it's one of the more common colours, but it does look lovely, particularly in the sun. When the sun shines on the metallic flake, it really brings out the colour, and it looks amazing, I must admit. Moving on to the inside of the car, we've got the Recaro shell seats. Now it's quite interesting for me because I have the standard seats, so it's a good opportunity for me to compare the two. If you're, you know, kind of torn between which seat to get, I'll explain sort of what I feel about the seats. Now these seats, they come with a blue edge trim around here, which is exclusive to the edition model. And also with the shell seats, you get the slightly posher rear bench with the sculpted passenger seats on each side and the Recaro badge in the middle. Now comparing these to the standard seats, immediately what I notice when I get into these cars, they do look really good, and they look better, I'm not going to lie, than the standard seats. However, I find the bolsters to be really hard. So if you put your car in a garage every day like I do, it's a bit of a squeeze to get out, and sometimes I have to use the bolster to get in. It's quite painful purely because of how hard these are, and I can see them wearing quite quickly against the metal rail underneath the padding and the leather. But is that a major issue for you? It's entirely down to you. Another thing, they're a bit looser than the standard seats. Now my standard seats, they really do hold me in. I'm pretty much wedged in the seat once I get in. Now I'm 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, I weigh 11 stone, and I find my standard seats to be perfect for my frame. Whereas these seats, they don't offer as much support, and I can imagine on sort of hard track use, or just having a bit of a blast on a back road, they just don't offer as much support as the standard seats. But anyway, in the edition version, these are standard. Now another thing unique to the edition inside is these carbon fibre inserts on the door handles on both sides of the car. You don't get them in the back, but you get them in the front. And they do look really cool, and they are genuine carbon as well, which is a bonus. Because I was a little bit dubious when I found out they were doing these, they might be faux carbon, but they're real carbon. And you also get a nice carbon trim around the boost pod on the dashboard, which looks nice, it looks sporty, just gives that bit of a more unique touch. Standard RS is a bit drab inside, I'm not going to lie, so just a few extra little touches adds that kind of wow factor to the inside of the car. And you also get the carbon on the handbrake as well, which also feels quite nice compared to the leather that you get in the standard RS. Now mechanically, this car has a Quaife limited slip differential, a mechanical limited slip differential, which is meant to aid handling, aid traction out of corners, and is supposed to make the car handle that much better than the standard RS, which, as we know, is a superb handling car. So the main sort of aim for me today is to get this car out on a back road, just some twisty roads, and just experience the traction out of bends and just see how it compares to the standard RS. Now, I'm in Derby, I'm near Derby, just heading out into the Derbyshire Dales, the nice Peak District roads, and we're going to put this car through its paces, just see exactly how it handles. Let's go find some roads now. So, here we are. I found a nice little road. No dramas, pulls very nicely. Feels nice and firm. Flows nicely when you get up to speed as well, as with my RS. Brakes are very good into corners, very sharp. I am loving the extra traction out of corners. I know I keep saying it, but it's genuinely making a difference. Good modification, the limited slip diff. Lovely little road here. This is the last final hurrah for the Mark III RS, and this is the car that it's going to end with. This is a send-off. And it's a fitting send-off. It's a tribute to what's been a great car. Yeah, we've had a few issues, but they're now resolved, hopefully. Oh, it's very good. High revs. Out of the turn. So much more stable. Oh, amazing. Am I on a rally stage right now? Because it feels like it. This road's sublime. Slightly damp. Pure traction. No slide, no spin. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's making extremely light work of these little twisty roads. It's just perfectly balanced. Not too much power, but plenty, if that makes sense. You can have too much. And the throttle response in this car as well is fantastic. And boost builds nice and progressively, which makes for a safer drive, a more engaging drive and a more controlled drive. Just going along between these stone walls here as well. I wouldn't want to be having mass amounts of turbo lag and all of a sudden, boom, being hit by a load of boost. You don't get that with this car. You get what you put in. Oh, and it's genuinely amazing. It makes me wonder what the Mark IV RS, if there is going to be one, is going to be like, because I think this is the last of its kind, the last of its turbo petrol engines. You know, there's no hybrid going on here. I think the next batch of RS is going to feature some sort of hybrid motor. So I think we have to make the most of these cars and just enjoy them and don't take them for granted, because they're not going to be around forever. Oh, this road is amazing. I found a good road here. I'm having a whale of a time. Just heel toe down the gears. You get nice pops as you heel and toe. My word. It's definitely taking the flat, straight, bumpy road better than mine. I'm quite miffed actually. Nice smooth gear changes as well. The gearbox is nice, it's not notchy. Great steering feel as well. Here we go. Nice sharp right. Oh, that grip is phenomenal. The grip is phenomenal. It's another level of grip, that's what it is. This car's another level of grip over the standard RS. my God. It's quite strange because it feels like it's going to slide out, and all of a sudden it hooks up and whips you round. Just saying, I thought the car was going to kind of lose it slightly, and all of a sudden, bam, it hooks up and goes. There's definitely no shortage of pops and bangs from the exhaust either. Pretty much every time I come off the accelerator, I'm getting pops and bangs. Truly fantastic bit of kit. Well done, Ford. So in summary, what do I think of this Focus RS edition? Now, the base car is brilliant, as we've already discussed, and I think anything adding to the base car is just excellent, and this car does that. It adds to the base car. I know it's only a few touches, but the car does look really good from the outside with the black roof and the other touches, and inside you've got the extra little special touches just to remind you what you're actually driving. And then coupled with the limited slip differential up front, I think it just makes the car even, you know, that bit more special. And to me, it's a win-win. There's nothing really to say bad about this car. I mean, yeah, it could have been, they could have done a few more things to make it above and beyond sort of what it already is. But thinking about it, what could they do to keep the costs down as well? I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, would you make the arches wider? But that, you know, that involves retooling the whole kind of setup for manufacturing. I mean, maybe they could have added some different wheels, you know, so maybe another set of lightweight alloy wheels rather than just kind of spray the standard ones anthracite. But you know, they're sort of, it's just being picky really. I think this car is superb, and if you're in the market for a Focus RS, if you can manage to get your hands on one of these, then I would recommend it. I can't see any negatives really as to why you wouldn't do it. I'm always smiling when I'm driving these cars, always. I need to find a petrol station because we've only got 42 miles in the tank, so I'm going to have to pull over and see where the nearest petrol station is. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and comment as well. It's always good to hear your feedback, what you think about this car. And until the next video, I'll see you soon. My word.